Hey, everybody, it's on me. Happy Wednesday for a special Bandai Hangout. I wanted to start a little bit early because Diamond Chris doubted us, and whenever you doubt us, we're going to have to prove you wrong. So
I was saying 6 minutes late.
yeah, we almost did just 6 minutes late because he said on time or 5 minutes late. We're like, we're going to show them 6 minutes late. They'll wait, right? I wouldn't wait. But hey, hope everyone's having a fantastic Wednesday, hump day, if you're one of those kind of people. We're going to be talking about summer movies and what gets us excited. But real quick first, just want to make sure. You don't even have your microphone on?
No, I was busy.
People couldn't even hear you.
I apologize.
While Justin's getting ready, please make sure that wherever you are watching us, whether that's Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, whatever you're watching us on, make sure that you are following us to keep up with all our updates. We're going to be uploading some really, really cool videos. And of course, as we enter into convention season, we're going to have some really great reveals in the near future, as well as some coverage from the events.
Reveal.
So if you can't make it to the events like San Diego, AX, even Canada, the next best thing is to follow us on social media at Bandai Collect or on TikTok at Bandai Official and keep up with the
Joneses.
Yeah, I was trying to think of a fun pun, but didn't come to me, so sorry.
I like Jones's soda.
Now that I've ramped long enough and Justin is properly dressed and with the mic on, Justin, how are you doing today?
I'm good. I'm sorry. We didn't do a sound check. I apologize. I hope that the audio sounds good. Just threw my mic on there at the beginning, but everything is amazing, fabulous. It's, my goodness, the summer time. We were thinking of all these, we were doing all these summer songs. We even did in the summertime when the weather is fine. We were doing all sorts of fun summer songs yesterday. And we thought, what the heck? Let's do summer movie hype stream.
And I buttoned my jersey this morning so that you can see Gigantes instead of when it's separate. You guys are like, Giga what?
Yeah.
So Gigantes, we love the Giants. AJ, how are you doing today in your not jersey?
It's funny because we keep doing these in like certain different days. So I'm like, today's Wednesday, so
right. It was Tuesday last week.
Yeah,
right?
so it's middle of the week this time. We'll eventually get back to it Thursday. So I'm doing great. I cannot wait to talk about some of these. I didn't know it was summer movies. I just listed movies I was excited to see.
That's okay. We can go past summer. I think we have a nice little list starting with Guardians and going down. We'll go through August. If there's something after August you want to talk about, if you're just really into the new Hunger Games movie in November, we can talk all about it.
I love the sticky pad.
I got a sticky pad of some movies.
It's adorable.
Of some movies.
It's got a little Totoro on there.
Oh, yeah.
QR code of all things.
Well, a million years ago, summer movies used to start in June, and then George Lucas and Steven Spielberg started making movies and releasing them in May. So Memorial Day weekend kind of became the official start. And then other movies like Marvel and Fast and Furious, they started releasing movies in April and May. So almost the summer season's almost all year, but we are going to start our official list with Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, which came out about 2 weeks ago.
A couple days ago.
So I think all of us have seen it. If you have seen it in the chat, make sure to put every major spoiler because Mr. Mike's Monsters hasn't seen it yet. But let us know, once we're talking about something, is something you want to talk about a little bit more, just put a little message in chat and tell us like, hey, let's talk more about Knights of the Zodiac, which is next. So Guardians 3. AJ, what did you think? Were you sad?
So I will say when I watched it in IMAX and my seat, I was tad late that I'm like, I looked at where my seat is. I'm like, there's so many people in between. And I looked at like this one row that was like empty, like that's good middle spot. I'm like, why don't I just sit here? That was a better experience than where I would have originally sat. So I enjoyed the film.
Nice. I always wonder about that because I see so many unclaimed seats throughout movies unreserved. So I'm like, do they just kind of just set those aside for people that walk up or how that works, some VIP or something? But I'm always a little floored about the amount of open space I see when I go to buy my ticket. And I'm just like, I don't understand what's happening here.
Sometimes it's there's the designated handicap seats. Sometimes if it's the stadium's broken up with lower seats and upper seats, but that bottom one.
But it's usually notated with the little symbol.
Right. What I'm saying is on the apps, because AJ and I are part of movie clubs, and so a lot of times you can't buy those tickets in the app. Like those are ones you have to actually buy there, or if you use Fandango instead of the native app and stuff like that, you can get sneakily around it. But maybe that's the case. Maybe they're saving them and you can't get them on the app because they're reserved for handicapped people.
Yeah, I know most of those kiosks are pick your place now. I'm like, I don't know what this theater looks like. I guess it's the best looking spot.
Movie was long. Back to Guardians, Volume 3. I enjoyed it though.
It felt long though. Like it felt at times that we were maybe
Lulled a little bit, yeah.
stretchy. I thought it was fine. I was surprised at the ending. I was expecting some stuff, but that stuff didn't happen. I don't want to spoil it from anyone. Yeah, I was surprised. I was surprised at the deaths and or lack thereof. Trying to be vague for Mr. Mike's Monsters. I mean, Wolverine came out and he died. It was the weirdest thing.
Yeah, no, it was good though. Very colorful, very
I'm
vibrant.
honestly surprised I haven't been spoiled yet with the internet because it feels like a movie comes out or a show comes out and it's.
And you would be ruined in like 5 seconds.
Yeah, I'm out in 5 seconds. Or I wake up after a Mandalorian episode came out and I was like, oh, Jack Black and Lizzo were in the episode. Cool, I don't have to watch it now. It's like, yeah.
I was for House of the Dragon, the finale. I started like an hour later, but I just happened to go on Twitter and there was already like a freaking gif of a horrible thing that happens. And I was like, oh, okay, so I have that to look forward to for the rest of this episode.
Was the one the poor kid got eaten by the dragon?
Yeah, that's what it was.
I think we're past spoilers at this point. It's long enough. If you haven't seen it,
yeah, he's got the shot of him flying above the clouds and then
just out of nowhere, like,
I was like, oh my, that's a lot to take in.
a bit of a surprise.
Yeah, it was a bit of a surprise for sure.
There's a lot of people want to talk about Shin Kamen Rider. I know that's later on in May, but AJ, when is the it's like May 22nd? It's like one day only in theaters.
It's like the 31st.
Oh, 31st.
It's like the last day. It is a one day only, so if you don't have your tickets, I suggest getting them if you want to watch that.
Is that like a Fathom Events?
Yeah. So my AMZ A-list does not count towards
and like Shin Ultraman, that was a one day.
Yeah, like all the Fathom events, like usually they're like one day only. I'm like, what if I'm busy that day? I see that comment a lot. Like they're like, I'm busy, and I'm like, that makes sense, you know. People.
Tokyo Tex is already solid. It's like whatever. I've already seen it.
Yeah.
Well,
I can see he's like 3 dots right now as he's sweating the entire movie for the rest of the chat.
Do it. I'll read it.
Avert thy eyes.
I think the first like 10 minutes of the movie are online too. If you want to watch.
They tend to do things like that nowadays too. And I'm like, watch the first 10 minutes. I'm like, no, it's okay. I'll watch it. I'll watch it in the theater.
Right. I mean, last Friday, my most anticipated movie of the summer came out. It was Book Club: The Next Chapter.
We were just talking about that. No joke. It's quite the who's who in that movie.
Yeah.
It's like 80 for Brady, but with books.
Yeah.
Which is a fun. Have you seen 80 for Brady?
No,
it's a pretty fun movie. If you've seen the movie Detroit Rock City, it's like a shot-for-shot remake of it, but with elderly women trying to go to a football game instead of a Kiss concert. It's beautiful.
That sounds like a good time.
But also on Friday, Knights of the Zodiac came out, so the live-action Saint Seiya movie.
I haven't seen it.
I saw the trailer, and much like the toys always make me want to watch the anime, like I think I want to go see this movie.
Yeah, I heard from Johnny in DC that he enjoyed it, but then I also heard from Carlos, which is one of our bigger fans.
Super Saint Seiya.
He was like, "Well, I now put it in the tier of Dragon Ball Evolution." I'm like, "Are you sure?" I'm like, "I have to give it a chance, so I'll work my way to watch it."
No, Grand Ray says Knights of the Zodiac is goated.
See?
So Carlos
is wrong.
Carlos, you don't know what you're talking about. I challenge you, Carlos, to see it again with non-judgmental eyes. Knights of the Zodiac is getting a lot of love in the proverbial chat.
There's a FNAF trailer?
Yeah, it came out yesterday.
Oh, really? Oh, man.
Gotta keep up.
Oh, there's too many movies.
That's right. Well, the past is the past. Now we're into the future. Ooh. This Friday, the 10th installment of the Fast and the Furious franchise, which originally was the finale. Then it was part of a 2-part finale, and now apparently it's part of a 3-part finale. So
we get a 4-part finale. Keep going.
Our buddy Juju, Straw Hat Goofy, he's in Europe with them right now, and so he's been texting me all like the fun little scuttlebutt behind the scenes.
Well,
but
I shake his hand. That means I've shaken hands with Vin Diesel.
That's right, by the transitive property. I think it's really interesting. Like the latest marketing stuff. Like I felt like Michelle Rodriguez was a big part of like the first trailer. But she's kind of been like taken out of like recent like marketing stuff. Like the new trailer has her for like 2 seconds, and so I don't know if something happened, but I don't know. It looks fun. I don't know if I'm into Jason Momoa, but everyone says he's having the time of his life.
We're talking about the 5th installment.
Yeah, that's our it all goes back to 5, right?
Yeah.
So the part 5 is our favorite. Fast 5. That one
it's so crazy. Have you seen like some of the ads in the theaters for this film? Mm-hmm. Like they're just getting out of a car and just all of them in like just different cuts. I'm like, is that like a soda commercial or something? And then like it just ends. I'm like, oh, it was just for it really was for the film, not like any soda. All right, it looked like one.
It's all
Yeah.
about family.
Yeah.
I'll be there, man. I love those movies. Like,
Oh, I love it.
like unapologetically, like they're just a guilty pleasure.
Uh-huh.
I will say that 8 is probably my least favorite.
You mean Fate of the Furious?
Yes, not a fan of that one.
Spelled Fate. I mean, it's right there, guys.
I know. I can't with that movie. And I mean, I love the franchise so much, but I would have been 100% okay if 7 was the end of it. But whatever, we got to feed the machine. Hollywood's got to make the money.
I'll feed the machine.
$1 billion franchise. I'm there for it. I'll always go see it opening day, whatever. But my goodness, I was not a fan of 8. 9, I enjoyed. I was at one point when they were up in space, tears were running down my face.
Right.
I was like, "This is the greatest." I love it.
I
Go
love the
anywhere
meta,
now.
I love the meta discussion of Roman being like, "You think maybe we're superheroes?" I mean, we've done some crazy stuff.
100%.
I'm kind of, I don't want to say over Vin Diesel, but like he's becoming like my least favorite part of the Fast and the Furious franchise. Like I love everyone else because it looks like they like are in on the joke, like that this is a ridiculous action movie. But I feel like Vin Diesel's like, oh yeah, I do this on like every Thursday.
It's actually just like a Truman Show kind of thing. That
Yeah,
they're all acting for him.
it feels like he's getting high in his own supply type thing.
Shit,
To where,
it's so serious.
to where everyone else is just like having the time of their lives, like Ludacris and Roman and
Oh yeah, they're my favorite.
yeah, oh yeah. There was a fun thing on Twitter where everyone was like, the moment the Fast and the Furious franchise turned into a cartoon for you, and everyone just posted all their like just crazy stuff, and a lot of them were like the space, like we're just gonna put these 2 giant rockets and launch your
Right.
car into space.
I mean, even in 7, when they're jumping from building to building,
Whoa.
that's
Is that 7? I couldn't remember if that was
Yeah,
7 or
7.
8.
yeah,
That's pretty
that was
awesome.
7. Paul Walker was still there.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's right.
and The Rock was still there.
Yeah.
Still coming.
My favorite moment is still I don't know if it's 7 or 8 where he flexes out of the cast.
Yeah.
That's
He's like, I am the back.
I am the back.
Yeah, good stuff. Can't wait.
Hey, aloha from Hawaii. Hey, Jay.
Aloha.
Jay. Missed
Jay.
you.
In Hawaii. Also, I'm sure waiting for Shin Kamen Rider.
He's gotta
Um,
wait 3 more hours. But he's behind.
That's true.
Did you know they're remaking White Man Can't Jump?
I found out.
He said that yesterday.
I was when we were kind of going over movies, and I was like, "What? This is a thing?" As someone that watches that movie regularly, I'm almost offended, but whatever. The newer generation needs to watch it, I guess.
Yeah, it's going to be on Hulu.
Mm-hmm.
There's also a movie. It was called Buddy Games. I think it was a Hulu originally, and it was just about like 4 friends trying to like relive their life. Apparently, there's a second one to that.
My goodness.
It has like the least satisfying ending. The first one, like it's his girlfriend like saying, "Oh, go do this to help yourself grow, so you can like get it out of your system and you can marry me, we can be happy." And at the end, he realizes, "I just want to be a dumb kid anymore. I don't want to get married." it just like pivots.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I see Alex Humor has like a really funny comment about if Fast would go into a different dimension, and I'm like, that'd be if it's possible that they ever went that route, it'd be funny because it says horse racing, and I'm like, that's a JoJo
Oh.
reference.
There you go.
Didn't they say they were going to do like Jurassic World combined with Fast and the Furious a couple of years ago or something like that?
I believe anything.
I almost feel like I'd watch that. Too.
If
That's
you
how
told
they
me
did
that
it
was
back.
going to happen, I'd be like, I believe it.
What if we just slow things down and it's snails?
Yeah.
Snails of the Furious.
Well, Christopher Chance, I have not seen a single F&F movie and don't feel like I missed anything. You have missed
So
a
much.
lot.
Yeah.
I would even start at like 5.
That's what I did.
Just know that.
Did you?
Yeah. I legit started at 5 and then I worked backwards, and I was like, I didn't have to do that. But then
I mean, one's a fun like time capsule
Yeah.
for that time period.
Yeah, flip phones and
Right.
VCRs
And Limp Bizkit
It's like
music.
almost like if it's not 2, Tokyo Drift is also like one of like 2 and 3 are pretty good. Like I like those a lot. Like what's the line you use? Just like Wabaki. You know,
Yeah.
like as a kid, I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about. Now, oh, I get it. Wabaki. I don't know what am I saying.
Yeah, 2's a really good time actually. I enjoy 2.
Yeah, 2's fun because it's a different locale and it kind of sets up that like kind of like Latin flair when they end up
You
in
get like good lines
Brazil
like Ejectocito.
Yeah. Yeah. and it gives us Roman and Tech,
Yeah, Roman's great.
who are probably my 2 favorite.
100%.
The following week, we got a couple heavy hitters. We have The Little Mermaid, which I know a lot of people are super excited about. There's been a lot of Disney live action movies, and I think people maybe are at the kind of like, do we need these movies? But Little Mermaid looks fun. You know, I might catch it on like a matinee on a Sunday or something like that. It's not. It's not like Fast X. I don't got to run out to see it.
Ursula is my favorite villain of all time.
Who's
Yeah.
playing Ursula in this?
Melissa
It's
McCarthy.
Melissa
McCarthy.
And the early reviews saying she's like really good. I'm surprised.
I am sure she's
And-
tapped
and
into her
same with,
villain side.
The woman who's playing Ariel, she's getting really positive praise too.
That's cool.
Yeah, this movie had no interest until I heard those, and I was like, okay, maybe
Okay.
I'll check it out.
Well, I have my A-list, so I get 3 movies a week.
That's
So
one of
I
them.
might as well
Got you
use
for
them.
3 movies. 3 movies.
I gotta sign back up for that.
Yeah, do it.
Yeah.
Movies are expensive. My goodness.
Yeah, that's why you got to get the club. You
I
got to
know.
be a club member.
When we went to go see Guardians the other day, it was like $18 a ticket.
Oh
Yeah.
my
I was
gosh,
like, when
really?
is that a thing?
I don't even know the price of tickets anymore.
Yeah.
I just order. I'm like, I'm going in.
do
Holy
you have a Cinemark near you?
I don't think so.
Okay, I was gonna say because AMC is probably too much for you because it's like 3 a week. But Cinemark's got a real good one if you see like a couple movies a month.
Yeah, so it's like AMC, like I'm kind of torn. It's either Corona or it's Temecula. Both are a chore for
They
various
sound-
reasons.
Both distances do not
Yeah.
make.
It's
They're
like,
not fun.
I don't want to go to either one of these places. But
Oh, there's one. It's on Mission Trail in Lake Elsinore. I don't know the geography of Lake Elsinore, but there is in fact a Cinemark there.
okay, cool.
Yeah.
I'll check it out.
Yeah, it's a lot less expensive and a lot less of a commitment. So this isn't us selling it, but also coming out that day is The Machine, the Burt Kreischer movie.
Oh man, that movie! I'm willing to give it a try.
Yeah, Mark Hamill plays his dad.
Mhm.
Have you seen the stand-up special where he tells the story
Sorry
of the
about
machine?
Yeah. This is a loose version of that.
Right. Yeah, I think this is he goes back.
There you go.
Like it's like
Yeah.
20 years later, and now he is back. The week after that, I don't think there's nothing there for Justin. There's this little Spider-Man movie Across the Spider-Verse.
Oh my gosh. Can't wait for that.
Even this morning, I was like, I spoiled myself with a character in there. I'm like, I'm even more excited.
Yeah, that's one that, I mean, normally spoilers don't bother me, but since I love the first one so much, I have gone to great lengths to not view too much of this movie. I watched the initial trailer, that was it.
You got figures for this movie.
Oh, I know. Oh, and then of course, I mean, I knew Spider-Man 2099 was it and everything, but even like the Marvel Legends figures that were popping up all over the place, I'm like, I don't want to look at this stuff.
See, it's hard to not be spoiled with especially with us being like in the toy
Right.
centric, and you're like with the Guardians figure, you're like, whoa, some Guardians figures showed up.
right,
The suit
right.
they're wearing.
It's tricky.
Yeah, the toy aisle is dangerous.
It can
I
be.
feel like you can't go in there if you don't want any spoilers for any future movies.
Yeah.
Are you willing to commit? Is Spider-Man your most anticipated movie this summer?
No,
Oh,
it's not.
yeah.
I know.
Really?
There's something that overrules it.
Really?
Sky Shark.
Is it a
It's
Tom,
an
is it a Tom
Goose.
Cruise film?
No, that's also a good one though. Yeah.
Could be.
It has the very bald, the very beautiful Jason Statham in it. And
Oh, really?
Oh,
cannot
it's
wait.
right here on
Yeah.
my
Yeah.
Ready.
Sadly,
Max
that's
Monsters
gonna.
is very excited about that one too. We'll get to it.
Yeah, I'm pumped for that one.
Yeah.
If you want to jump the gun here and
We-
ruin all the
we'll get
the
there.
super
We'll get
mega
there.
hype, but
I was also a fan of that.
Mhm.
All right, going to next week, we have Transformers: Rise of the Beasts. I feel
Ooh.
like there's been like 19 trailers for this movie. I feel like they're really trying to point out, like, hey, don't worry, this isn't Michael Bay.
yeah, isn't that crazy? I mean, I like Michael Bay. Everyone, it's like cool to hate on Michael Bay,
Yeah.
but I don't know. I look at his resume and I like a lot of his movies. So what can you do?
Yeah, and I think people have been waiting for Beast Wars, Beast Machines, and now
Yeah.
they're going to get that.
We are excited for The Little Mermaid. Is it just 10 days? Is it that close?
It's
think
a
so,
week
yeah.
from Friday.
Oh my God, time she's flying. Little giraffes.
There's no movies about
It's like
giraffes.
spoilers. Spider-Man is in the movie.
Yeah, I saw that spoiler. Oh,
Shoot.
Man,
Sorry, Justin.
what can you do?
Didn't mean to spoil that for you.
It's all good.
Yeah, Transformers. I love Transformers. I'm excited for it. I was a big fan of Beast Wars. It was
Mhm.
like that very first like CGI cartoon that
Oh,
has not aged well in the
No.
least. But from a story perspective, I remember when I was after it all was over, I got this book and it like was like basically like the Bible of all the Transformer shows that were out, and Beast Wars actually is like the best, most like deep story of all of them.
Mm.
yeah, animation style is weird. There was that other computer show like
Reboot.
Reboot.
Yeah.
I'm like,
That one
what
was
is-
kind of weird. I was like, hey, everyone's blue and green looking, and
That's how computers look inside.
I don't know.
That's why they started making towers with windows so you could see all the little things happening.
I see.
Those little people having battles on the inside
Yeah.
of the computer.
Fighting viruses and things.
But as the father of a 13-year-old who has no taste buds, I'm excited for the Flaming Hot movie that comes out on Hulu and Disney Plus about the creation of Flaming Hot Cheetos.
I saw the trailer.
I saw someone was commenting about that. earlier.
Yeah, I was surprised. There were
How
several
many
people.
hours of Zelda you guys put in? I am at 0, and that is only because I had to beat Jedi Survivor first. that is done. I have Zelda. In fact, my Pro Controller is arriving from Target today. Very excited about that. So I will get started.
Yeah,
These guys are already
I-
burned the whole.
Whoa!
down.
I think I'm only like I think I only have like 12 hours put in there.
Oh,
Or
you're
like
doing-
10.
He's just throwing his flame boomerang.
Oh, yeah, like there's like how far am I into the plot of the game? Like
0,
10%. 10%. Like how much building have I done? Like 99.
Yep. 100%. So I will get on that train. I have to move fast too because I have to beat Tears of the Kingdom before Diablo 4. So
And when's that?
that's June 6th.
I
Yeah,
don't
you got
have
some
that.
time.
I don't have
I
that.
don't know. People are
problem.
taking like 80, 100 hours to beat this game. I got that kind of time.
My
Yeah,
weapon
go.
kept breaking, and I kept having to change it, and I was getting frustrated. I'm like, I'll play this game later, and I haven't picked it back up yet.
Yeah,
It's amazing.
Not going to deviate. Any NPCs that need help with their chores, it's not going to get done. I got to go right to the end.
Run.
I might mow their lawn with my sword to get some rupees.
Some
and such.
rupees.
Break their pots, cause a mess, a little bit of a ruckus, but that's about it.
So you guys love the broken weapon mechanic in Zelda. I hate it with as someone who has a Zelda tattoo, who loves everything Zelda, who has Zelda just so much junk Zelda.
A tattoo.
I hate that mechanic to death. It's the dumbest thing, and I don't think anyone likes it.
Oh,
So I'm
really?
surprised they like
He
brought it
does.
back.
I'm okay because I'm like I've been holding on to one sword the whole game. Like I will not use you this whole time. So technically, it's already an inventory like -1 because I'm like, yeah, I'm holding you for whatever. Everything else, I'm gonna chuck it. I'm gonna do anything I want with it.
I'm gonna break you on somebody.
He's just whacking rocks until he breaks his weapon.
Yeah, at one point, I literally like I'm down to one weapon. I've been chucking them.
That's the problem. I haven't watched. I saw someone comment about Peter Pan. I haven't watched it yet.
I have
Yeah,
not
so
watched it yet.
almost Disney live action that I don't know.
Everyone's shaking their heads here. They're not interested. I as someone that like enjoys the idea of Peter Pan, Hook is like one of my favorite movies. I haven't had a chance to check it out, but it's on the list. as they
Yeah,
say.
I'll watch it. Gotta watch Star Wars Visions season 2, I guess now.
Zelda's the
Oh.
best game series of all time.
100% agree.
I don't know about all that.
What's better than Zelda?
I mean,
Let's
I'd
hear
take
it.
Dark Souls over Zelda.
Zelda.
Yeah.
Over Zelda?
Yeah.
Ocarina of Time?
Yeah.
Zelda 2?
I hell, that game's hard. I watched David beat Zelda 2, Adventures in Link one time in like under an hour. It was amazing. I was blown away.
Yeah.
This is like the hardest game ever. And he's just like, and he was talking to me like on the phone. Like we were like doing like a screen share. And he's
Right.
literally just talking about his day and just doing all of his different thrusts, the upward thrust, the
man.
downward thrust, whacking all those
Love it.
statues. You did amazing. I was proud of you.
I feel like I'm one of like 8 people who like that game.
I know you probably are.
Which is weird because usually Zelda games, people hate them when they come out and then like they go to love them. Like Majora's Mask, like everyone loves it now, but when it came out, everyone loathed it.
Mm.
And same thing with Wind Waker. Everyone hated the cell shading and stuff like
You
that.
say everyone. I adore Wind Waker.
You do now.
I am
no,
not part,
I-
I am
when
not
it
part
came
of
out-
the everyone.
No, because even when it came out, I liked the cell shaded graphics, and I think a part of it was just because that was kind of like when I was really starting to get into Dragon Ball, and I liked like the cell shaded stuff, and so it was just kind of neat.
Oh, okay.
I was into it.
I must not have talked to you enough at the time. The only person I knew who liked it was Chris Courageous. I mean, I liked it because I like
Sure.
all the Zelda games.
Sure.
But yeah, I do like this comment. Peter Pan live action is still Hook.
Yeah,
It is a great film.
I
High
like Hook.
articulation series.
I like Hook.
I
Run
love-
Home Jack.
Run Home Jack. Wait a minute.
What? It's so funny. It's so stupid. The play thing where they just hit the ball on each
Yeah,
other.
play.
I still say that.
Reminds me of Guardians of the Galaxy when
Nobody
Drax
gets
just
that.
tattoos that one kid with a dodgeball.
I know, right?
Well, coming out June 16th, we do have kind of a Clash of the Titans. We have Pixar's Elemental and The Flash, both coming out the same day, maybe cannibalizing the same audiences. Pixar's, going for an original vibe, something like, the Coco and Inside Out. Elemental looks fun, but I am more in favor of The Flash because it's got my 89 Batman.
Sure. And it's been a hot minute.
I'm just gonna walk in from one to the next.
There you go. Double feature. Get a twofer.
There you
But
go.
Flash is weird because in 2014, DC announced like their whole slate, and that was going to be like a 2016 movie, and then skipping. And in San Diego Comic-Con 2017, it rebrands it to Flashpoint, and then more writer and director woes, and things happen, and the world goes crazy, and then there's whatever, the Fantastic Beasts that he's committed to, right? Then maybe a 2020 release, 2021, 2022, and
a
now
long
here we
time
are,
coming.
2023, we get a Flash movie. And people have seen it, and they love it, so that's encouraging. So, can't wait.
Nice.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's universally, like, people are saying it's like one of the best comic movies of all time.
What?
So that's a pretty big deal.
That is a big deal.
I'm gonna hold that to them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna make some phone
Yeah.
calls. If
People
it's not-
tell me the TV always tells me one of the best films of all time.
You're right.
Yeah.
Those little sound bites.
Yeah.
To throw in.
And then June 30th, Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny, the 4th movie in the Indiana Jones franchise.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people feel that way. I have to remind them though that Kingdom of the Crystal Skull is a thing.
I thought that was just like a concept,
No,
and like it never
it
went
came out.
anywhere.
I think I ended up watching that like in the close to the front row. I'm like, man, this movie sucks. I'm like, I don't know if it's my perspective. Then rewatching it, oh no, I was right.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of this film.
I remember seeing it with our buddy Randy, who's the biggest Indiana Jones fan. We saw it at the movie theater, and then we went to Chili's afterwards, and he couldn't look us in the eye and he couldn't talk.
It's sad. It's also David Clark's birthday on June 30th.
Oh, and
It's also my birthday.
Justin Cavender's
Yay!
birthday. So when we're down at AX, we'll have to go see it and celebrate your birthday with a trip to the Art House.
All right. And the Denny's. Let's load up on the free food first.
Yeah. July 12th, which I thought was going to be your most anticipated, is Mission Impossible: Dead Reckoning Part 1.
Another part 1 movie.
Yeah.
Even though it's
Love
like
them.
whatever, 6 or 7.
Yeah. So it'll be 7, and then Part 2 will be 8.
Oh my god.
We're getting into a Rambo First Blood Part 2 situation.
I know. That's crazy. No, very excited about where Mission Impossible has the journey has been incredible. I mean, the first one you could probably just like throw away. Second one, same thing. I think once Mission Impossible 3 was a thing, and the story has sort of progressed from there, and each one is just sort of better than the next. Love it.
That last one was like the best one in my opinion. That's
Mhm.
insane. One of the best movies.
I mean, Henry Cavill's in it,
Yeah.
so that automatically makes it pretty,
He, like,
pretty great. And he
loads
does loads his arms.
Loads his biceps up.
I'm like, get out of there, Ethan, get out of there.
Yeah.
You gotta
And they're
get
fighting
killed.
some other guy.
Yeah.
That guy never had a chance.
We don't talk about Crystal Skull or Rocky 5. We quote Rocky 5 a lot
Oh my God,
around
we
here.
They
I hit
do.
the bell.
My ring's outside.
My ring's outside.
Sue me for what?
Yeah. Touch me and I'll sue.
For what?
You gonna do, punk? Touch me and I'll sue. Yeah, we're big advocates for Rocky 5. In fact, our same buddy Randy, the first Rocky movie he ever watched was Rocky 5, and it was at the drive-in of all places.
Wow.
I remember talking, it must have been like when Balboa came out or something, and we're talking about like, oh, I'm watching all the Rocky movies. He's like, oh, I've only seen part 5. And I'm like, what? Started on 5? Here's my DVD box set. Keep it as long as you need to.
Yeah.
Does he still have it?
No, I got it back.
Okay.
He consumed it awful quick. And then July 21st, when we're in San Diego Comic-Con, we'll have to catch a double feature of Barbie and Oppenheimer.
Yeah, no, I'm down for that Barbie movie.
You might have to watch Barbie second as a pick-me-up from whatever the
Oh,
horrible
Oppenheimer.
stuff that-
Oh, yeah. I may have to. Like, yeah, it's like Oppenheimer first, and after
Yeah.
that, all right, some Barbie.
It's probably going to be pretty grim on the old Oppenheimer there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, and we skipped over. They're making a Bird Box spinoff. Remember that Sandra Bullock movie where she couldn't see and
See?
it became like a
Oh,
meme
yeah.
for a couple days?
Yeah.
They're
I
making
don't know about
Bird
kids'
Box.
days.
And
Bird
she wouldn't
Box-
name the kids, even though the mom,
Yeah.
like clearly wanted them to name like a Disney princess or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we get Bird Box
How are you not gonna honor
Barcelona.
someone's dying wish?
Mhm.
It takes 2 seconds to name this child that's already given the name.
Don't plan to have any sanity left after Barbie. Yeah, probably.
No, we didn't forget Barbie. Someone said we forgot Barbie.
Who said that? We just talked about it.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh,
they're probably
they
like
may
remember
have forgot about Barbie.
Oh,
Yeah.
they forgot Barbie.
Oh, okay.
Like they
How
forgot about
could you?
Dre.
How dare you forget about Barbie?
yeah,
This is
Shang-Chi's in there.
unacceptable.
That's true. Absolutely.
And Ryan Gosling.
Yes, he's Ken.
I think like all the
Seems
guys
pretty
are
perfect.
Ken.
All of them are Ken.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
Ken and Barbie. But Oppenheimer, Mr. Nolan. So if there's one thing we know, it'll be 15 to 20 minutes too long, and
And you won't be able to hear anything because bombs will be going off the whole time.
because ADR is cheating,
Yeah,
we capture it on the day, Justin.
I believe it.
If you can't hear it, that's your fault.
What's the one where they're on the beach?
Dunkirk.
Dunkirk, yeah, and like Tom Hardy's like got
There were
inside an airplane. He's like, I remember that scene. Flying in the sky, there's all this racket, and you have no idea what he's saying.
There were so many ways to describe that movie, other than the movie they're on the beach, like the World War II movie, the one where they're flying in the planes, the one with Tom Hardy, the beach one.
I bring that up because we saw that at San Diego Comic-Con as well.
We
But
did.
yes, I think even the nice people that close caption it just type in like muffled sounds.
It's like a
It's
comment.
just dots. They're like, we don't know.
Using like Christopher Champ's
like,
comment.
yeah.
Cracked out emojis. Yeah, like it was
It's hard to ride.
It is hard to ride.
The next week on July 28th, we get a new Disney's Haunted Mansion. We got the trailer for that when we saw. I don't know if it was when we saw Guardians or something else, but it looks fun.
Yeah, I saw a trailer and I saw Evil Dead.
Oh.
Evil Dead
That
Rise.
was I assumed it was probably in there.
I know. I thought that was kind of, I mean, I get that it's a haunted mansion
Yeah.
or whatever, but it's a Disney.
Yeah, I always want to know, like, when
So
you're
it's kinda
picking the
weird.
trailers, like, whenever you pick the trailer, it's always like themed to like what movie you're kind of watching.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
Disney movies are Disney movies, horror movies are like, okay, we'll put horror movies in there. So it's interesting that they had put Haunted Mansion.
They did. In fact, there was a trailer for a movie called Boogeyman, which I saw in front of Evil Dead Rise, and that comes out the same day as Spider-Verse.
Yeah.
Or Across Spider-Verse. For all you horror fans out there.
I think that's a Stephen King story or something.
I don't know the answer to that.
Too
The
scary.
trailer was pretty creepy.
Spoopy.
Like
Mhm.
Smile creepy.
Ooh, that was a good trailer.
I remember we saw that before. Nope, we got that one teaser.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
And-
same.
And I remember we were in Chicago. We were watching a movie we shouldn't because we almost missed our flight. And I'm like, I'm not gonna see that movie, Justin.
Yeah, you were actually like genuinely uncomfortable in your seat during that trailer, and I was like giggling and I'm having a good time.
And I'm like,
And I'm like, I want to go see that. And you're just like hiding.
I'm
in
like,
your
tell me when
bathroom.
it's over, Justin. Tell me when it's over.
You're just like, nope, not gonna see it. Especially at the end when they're at the, I think the trailer ends with the girl on outside the car and then her
Oh.
head kind of bends down or whatever.
Yeah, usually I got like little shutter shades going on like this.
Yeah.
Ugh.
And I'm like, who's gonna watch this movie? It's
I think
terrifying.
it's actually streaming now on HBO.
Yeah, I think so.
I'll never see it.
Let's do it. It'll be fun. Have a little watch party.
I'll watch it.
But we won't watch the movie. We'll just watch David.
I will
Watch
watch it at like 9 a.m. in my living room with the lights on and my windows open.
Some of
The
that
sound
movie looks
down.
like it takes place in the daytime.
Yeah.
It seems to be a trend. A lot of horror movies now are taking place in the daytime, and I don't like it. The daytime was always I was always
You're
safe
safe.
in the daytime. Everything bad happened at night.
Once the sun came up, it's easy peasy.
Yeah, but not anymore. No, daytime problems.
Dune 2. Excited for that.
Yeah, sometime I do too. August, kicking off August strong with your most anticipated movie of the summer. Do you want to introduce that one?
Sure. It's Meg 2, The Trench. Very excited about that. That trailer just had me all sorts of giddy, super excited, smiling ear to ear. I love Jason Statham. I will see everything that the man does. My goodness. In fact, I just watched Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels over the weekend. Chill, Winston, for the kid in the back.
I watched Italian
Inside
Job the
jokes.
other day.
Yeah,
Another
good.
great Jason Statham
Yeah.
flick.
He's fantastic.
But you still haven't seen Hobbs and Shaw.
Okay, so that's true.
What?
That's the only one.
Really?
I know.
Whoa.
I got distracted. And
by
actually,
a couple of years.
well, I know. So it actually came out like the weekend I was moving down here. And then life just kind of happened and I never got around to it. And of course it was streaming. And then when I went to go watch it, it stopped streaming. And so I just haven't gotten around to it. And I feel bad about that.
Well, it's perfect. It's like one of your favorite franchises, one of your favorite actors.
I know.
And he gets to be the star of it.
And I've been like, it's not like I've been like trying to avoid it or anything like that. It got away from me. But,
Yeah.
Buy you the film.
I
There's
know.
some great Rock Statham like showdowns to
Oh,
where,
sure.
and they're both just chewing up the scenery.
Yeah, but there's no giant sharks in it.
I'm gonna
It
need
does
to
lack
check.
giant sharks.
3 of them.
It's got a Roman
And
Reigns.
Squids.
Is he in it really?
He's in it. Yeah,
That's funny.
they have
Really?
to go back to. No, we're talking about
Oh,
Hobbs and Shaw.
Hobbs and Shaw. I was like, I know he's in Hobbs and Shaw. I'm like, he's in Meg too.
Big 2 as well.
I saw that Seth freaking Rollins is in Captain America: New World Order.
Oh my.
So that's exciting. Except it makes me sad that right now they're having a tournament for a new champion, and he was the guy I wanted to win, I pegged to win, I was hoping was going to win, but now I'm afraid if he's going to be gone filming this movie, they might not let him.
Oh.
I'll have to have Cody Stupid Rhodes.
Oh my gosh.
He's not Seth freaking Rollins.
What can you do?
I'm going to write a letter. I'm gonna address it to WWE. Actually, I'll send it to William Morris Endeavor since they bought them.
There you go.
Also coming out the same day of the Meg is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem. Kind of has like an Into the Spider-Verse vibe.
Right,
And
that's
a
the Seth
star-studded
Rogen
cast.
one.
Yeah.
I'm super excited about that. Ninja
Yeah,
Turtles is one of my favorites. So.
Yeah, it's like one of my favorite franchises. So like seeing like the big cast that they've got going for it, I'm interested to see how they sound. Like, who are we talking about?
It
Like the
was,
crocodile was
it
like,
Rose Byrne as
Yeah.
Leatherhead, which is
And I'm like,
such a weird.
I guarantee.
I guarantee,
Yeah.
but it's gonna be a little lady voice or
Yeah.
something. So,
Oh, interesting.
yeah, it's gonna be interesting. We'll see what they do with that.
I love that guarantee.
Yeah, guarantee. And then moving on, in August 11th, we have a couple interesting releases. We have the Gran Turismo movie, which looks fun.
Mm-hmm.
All of
Like
us video
race-
gamers would love to just be able to just jump into like a race car because we're good at Gran Turismo. I guess
Based off a true story, apparently.
that's what I hear. I was
I
not
don't-
familiar with the said true story.
I only just jump and play in that game just to drive around.
Dude, it was Gran Turismo that put the DualShock in everyone's hands.
Yeah.
Had to have the sticks. So you playing with the little D-pad, that's gonna cause problems.
Hey.
It is interesting though, because like with cars and game pads, it's all or nothing with the
Uh-huh.
gas. But like when you use the sticks, you can at least pretend to have some sort of
Yeah,
control
yeah,
over the throttle and the brakes. But
Were you ever that
it's all
kind of
like-
person when you played like racing games or anything, you'd move your stick?
no, my sister does that.
Oh,
Same when
okay.
she jumps. She goes like
Like,
this.
ugh,
Playing like Mario games and stuff.
There was a lot of that with like Goldeneye. I remember my brother, when he would like peek around the corner, he'd also peek.
Oh
And
man.
I'm like, what are you doing there?
I find that when I'm like playing Elder Ring or Dark Souls, I'm like, if I'm trying to dodge an enemy, I might like step back or something. If I'm trying to,
Oh man.
I'm like leaning away from the screen, like it's gonna help.
I start upright and then I slowly just start to like slouch.
Yeah,
into
I'm like,
this.
by the end of the night, I'm just like this.
Oh man, I look more like the dude in the World of Warcraft episode
Yeah,
of South Park, just like chips on my chest and looking all gross. Yeah, it's not a pretty sight. That's why I'm not.
Thank goodness the Joy-Cons for the Switch let you have it. So I was at the dealership over the weekend. I was like, just crossing my arms while playing Zelda. But I'm like, what are you watching? Not I'm playing.
It's funny.
But the same day also comes out The Last Voyage of the Demeter. That's
That's
the Dracula one.
Yeah.
It's got your boy Davos from Leon Cunnington
Mhm.
from Game of Thrones.
Onion Knight.
The Onion Knight.
Yeah, when I was in college, I remember after reading Dracula for funsies, I was obsessed with like the Carpathian Mountains. And I thought it'd be kind of cool to like go backpacking and get murdered out in the wilderness.
Nope.
You and I have
Some-
different definitions of fun.
Some dune buggy type thing.
No wonder you don't like camping.
I know, I hate it. I hate camping. But I thought if I'm gonna go camping, I don't want to be killed by like a Jason Voorhees.
Yeah,
I'd
no.
rather be like ripped apart by like a werewolf or a vampire or something. Yeah. I mean, why
Wasn't
not?
that book? Didn't that have a boat scene in it? I think this
Yeah.
this movie's like based
Yeah,
on-
so
that's
this
the
is a
boat that
chapter.
takes the coffin across.
I think that's
right?
really cool. I'm glad
Yeah.
they're doing that.
Yeah, so it's based on one chapter from Bram Stoker's Dracula.
Mhm, mhm, mhm.
It's cool.
So yes.
He's got to feed while he's on the boat.
And I've heard it's
And-
really intense. It's not PG-13 either.
And cruises, you don't pay for food; you just pay for drinks. So he's got it made. He's in an interesting category. He's drinking blood, but he's eating. So it's like he's gonna fall in the cracks there somewhere. They're gonna have to get him on.
It's a gray area.
Yeah.
Then we shoot forward another week to August 18th. We're going to get Blue Beetle.
Oh yeah, with the Cobra Kai kid, right?
Yeah,
So,
Miguel.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hope to see a figure for that.
Yeah.
I'm hoping.
That kind of looks like a Kamen Rider inspired movie too. I don't like the suit looks pretty Kamen Rider inspired.
Oh yeah, like Blue Beetle has always been like just that style. I'm like, I see where your idea comes from.
Yeah.
I like it
Yeah.
because there's not too many blue suits out there.
I was thinking of Zoolander. Your little blue suit, spiky
Uh-huh.
black hair.
And then we're going to move on a little bit. I think that's the last I have on my list.
I think there's two things opening with.
I have Equalizer 3 on my list.
So I didn't know.
Oh, no,
That's
wait,
that's September 1st, so I didn't know if we wanted to add that.
Well,
But
still in August. There's another one that's for you, and that's Strays.
Oh yeah,
The dog
so I have
one.
Oh, yeah.
Strays and
Yeah.
Trolls.
the R-rated dog movie?
Yeah. I can't wait for that. I just like a movie where I can turn off my brain and just chuckle at things.
That's why I don't know. Just today, I saw this trailer for a movie that came out a couple years ago called Sky Sharks. Have you heard of that?
Oh yeah.
With like zombies, Nazi stuff, and
It's a Van
flying
Dyke
sharks.
movie there.
Yeah, I thought of him for. He's a big advocate of the Tremor movies. Too.
Yeah.
So it's like,
hold
I'm
on a minute.
AJ, I'm like, AJ, I think I have your new favorite movie right here.
I told him, I was like, I think I've seen this trailer before. I'm like, oh, I have seen this trailer. I just don't think I've seen the movie.
But yeah, Strays has like my favorite actors in it. So Will Forte, who I absolutely love, is the main dog. Will Ferrell's in it. Jamie Foxx, Isla Fisher, Randall Park, who I love and I think is horrifically underrated, is one of the best actors. Josh Gad, Sofia Vergara, Rob Riggle, who most people know as not Putty.
Yeah.
I just totally blanked on his name.
Yeah, he's like in all the comedy movies.
He's a face you recognize.
Yeah, he's in Step Brothers, in 21, 22 Jump Street.
Yeah, he's the pow on Step
Pow.
Brothers. And then what is the Hangover? He's the cop that's like tasing everybody.
Yeah, in the
In the
face.
face, yeah.
Yeah, so that's got a stellar cast. But yeah, like you mentioned, September 1st is Equalizer 3, which should
you
be
can
fun.
thank me for, by the way. I willed that one into existence.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, Soldier 3. He's like, just the other day. I said it. I'm like, well, then, thank you for that.
But nothing will prepare us for the next week when it's My Big Fat Greek Wedding 3.
How many times is this lady getting married?
She's going now. The dad dies and she's got to go back to Greece.
Spoiler alert.
It's like the first 8
Doesn't
seconds
sound
of the
like a
trailer.
wedding.
Yeah, the movie says wedding.
Oh,
Big
man.
fat
Her
Greek
dad
funeral.
wanted them to go back and meet the Portocalises in Greece.
Every word comes from Greek.
Exactly. So you know.
I saw that in the theater. Remember when that was like the hot thing?
I do.
And it had your buddy in it. The guy that she marries,
Yeah.
he was just one of those
Corbin.
actors. That's it. He was in like that Lucky show.
I loved that show.
Yeah. Big advocate for Greek
It's like the one epic show I ever watched was Lucky.
I know you don't watch like
John
Sons
Corbin
of
was in
Anarchy,
it.
that stuff.
Yeah, nope. Didn't watch
funny.
that. Didn't watch any of the other
You were-
FX shows.
You were too much.
And then, did you know they're making Expendables 4? I guess I must have missed that
What?
note.
I'm down already.
It comes in September.
That's like my Fast and Furious franchise also.
Yeah, Statham, Megan Fox, 50 Cent, Dolph Lundgren,
Is Arnold or
Couture.
Stallone in it?
I'm still okay. Stallone is in there. I don't know about Schwarzenegger. I'm assuming. I'm not gonna make it without him probably.
Yeah, they went ahead without Bruce Willis.
Yeah.
But yeah, someone mentioned Dune. I think Dune is probably one of my most anticipated movies of the
Is
year.
that this year?
That's November. Yeah.
Oh my god, I'm so ready for that one.
Yeah, because November is pretty action packed. So November 30th, you have Dune.
Second
The 10th, you have the you have the Marvels. Then the 17th, you have the Hunger Games, the Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes,
Oh, my
as well as the new Trolls movie.
That's the movie.
Yeah, there's a lot going on this winter. Like
Oh,
on
and
the same
creator,
day.
The creator, that's September.
Yeah.
Gareth Edwards, the guy who directed Godzilla.
Yes.
And Rogue One. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Who directed most of Rogue One.
Most.
December 20th is going to be crazy because it's got the Aquaman sequel and the Ghostbusters sequel.
Ghostbusters sequel.
Ghostbusters sequel.
Sequel to the Afterlife.
Afterlife. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know about that.
It's in New York now, I think.
I like that the
Is
word.
there a trailer?
Everyone who's seen the Aquaman 2 movies, like, it's probably the worst movie we've ever seen in our lives.
Oh,
And this
man.
coming from the studio that shelved Batwoman. Like,
Yeah.
I wonder if they'll just give up on Aquaman.
Oh man.
I guess we'll know after the Flash if he even has a place in the upcoming DC EU.
I've heard he was maybe cast as Lobo too in the future.
He would make a good
He looks
Lobo.
like a Lobo.
Yeah.
And he wants to be Lobo.
Yeah.
Like, that's who he wants to play.
We'll see after Fast,
Fast
and
and
Furious.
Furious, yeah.
He's been driving around in a motorcycle in
Yeah.
that movie, so I think it's
Yeah.
just a little
Oh man, what if
onto
he
the
has
resume.
like a fun little charm on there that kind of is like a Lobo thing. That'd be kind of cool.
That would be cool. And it's important to note that the D&D movie is now streaming for free.
I know it's on Paramount Plus. That's the
I
last
love
night.
that movie.
Yeah. So I know
Correct.
if you haven't seen it yet, it is a delight.
I'm gonna watch it later.
Yeah,
I haven't seen
it's a lot of fun.
Well,
Well,
buddy Michelle Rodriguez is it?
she is. She plays the Barbarian, which is a class I often play.
A lot of David's favorite movies have Michelle Rodriguez in them.
I'm not a gigantic Michelle Rodriguez
She's
fan.
great. She's awesome. She was in Lost, you know.
She was.
She got
Anna
killed.
Lucia.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah, she does bad things.
Yeah.
Mhm.
She goes to kill, and then she gets killed.
Mhm.
It's a catch-22. So I know yours is the Meg 2. That's your most anticipated movie. AJ, what is your most anticipated movie of this upcoming summer season?
Out of this list, it's probably
Trolls.
going to be like Stray Trolls.
Love it.
Not
Those are
Stray
good ones.
Trolls, but
Gotta watch out for them. Round them up.
Keebler
Freaking
Elves.
bell on 'em.
What about you, Mr. Mike's Monsters?
Probably the Meg because of the monsters and the giant. You know me with the Godzillas and all that. So giant sharks, give me that all day. Giant sharks eating dinosaurs, give me that. But there's a Godzilla Apple TV series supposed to be coming out very soon, before the end of the year. And I know that's not a movie, but I'm looking forward to that. We're seeing a trailer for that very soon. I think.
Nice.
So,
Can I add like Shin
And
Kamen Rider too to my
it's
list?
set before 2014, the Gareth Edwards movie, and it's going to go back and forth in time. And it has Kurt Russell and his son in it. They're playing the same
Oh.
character. That just
I
sounds
like the
really
sound
cool
of
to
that.
me.
Whoa, Kurt
Like,
Russell.
you're selling me on this one, and Godzilla's
Mhm.
in it too. So yeah, that's
Done
my
and
most
done.
anticipated to steal the show right there.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, cool.
Yeah.
Well, anything else you guys want to talk about summer movies?
Can
coming
Kurt
up?
Russell ride Godzilla? Because that.
I mean, I don't
That's
see why
a dream
not.
right there.
You can get that probably as like a shower
know,
curtain.
Wearing like a
gonna-
Jack Burton. Jack Burton.
I mean, he's
T-shirt.
in Escape from LA. He surfed like a giant tsunami wave to get to Disneyland. I mean,
That's true.
that isn't any.
I will find a Kurt Russell action figure and one of my biggest Godzilla figures.
I have a
will
Kurt
make
Russell
that.
action figure.
Oh, we'll have to borrow
I
that.
haven't opened it.
From where?
I'll have to crack it open. It was a movie Maniac. Like Escape from LA. Since you mentioned it.
Well, yeah,
No.
it's just as plausible that he writes Godzilla as he writes that tsunami,
Right? I mean,
With
why
Peter
not?
Fonda,
Exactly.
and gets off. It's just right at the right exit. And they give like a little dap to each other.
Mhm.
One of these things. So.
My man.
So yeah. So well, thanks for coming and hanging out with us, talking about movies. It's one of our favorite. Oh,
I
hand
do
up.
want someone's been like Muteki's been asking about like any updates on like any belts or so. So currently not of right now, but you know if you follow us on Team Rider, once we get news in, I am ready to just talk about it. I'm like, here you go, people, eat it up, because I also want new things.
Just get you one of those like megahorn type things.
Megaphones.
Yeah, megaphones.
I think we need that
Full
for
horn
shows.
megaphone.
We
They
need
combine the two.
at shows. We need megaphones, a T-shirt gun, and whatever
Growing
else.
list of things.
we can get a megaphone. Here you go. Kurt Russell's version of Santa with Godzilla pulling his sleigh.
Oh, that sounds intense.
What?
I like where his head's
I
at.
didn't watch that Santa Claus.
It's got to be like a wait. Which one?
The Kurt Russell one I was on Netflix.
Oh,
It's adorable.
Check it out.
Darkness 48, most anticipated movie. See you guys at SDCC. You better say hi.
Who said that?
The Darkness 48.
Darkness. Ooh. Like
I'm the night.
like in Legends. Like
Just-
Curry
exactly.
Darkness? Come in full costume
Who with the horns.
with the horns.
All four
Ooh.
T-shirt gun.
But
You know, we
maybe
have a
put-
second floor at San Diego. I mean, we can get like a low-powered T-shirt gun. Like maybe we just don't have to crank it to 11. We crank it to like 2.
I want it to be super powerful to where you got to wear like a backpack and we got to like crank it up or something.
like
where-
this. Like, oh.
To where if we legally shoot anyone less than 100 feet away, it could be construed as murder.
Yes, it could be violence. What happened to the comments? I missed it.
I got him.
Oh,
What do
I
we
don't see,
do?
I don't see him on the screen.
Oh, can't wait for both Little Mermaid and Shin Kamen Rider. I'll be seeing both. That is a double feature right there.
Yeah.
That would be great. Missed Bandai beanbag chairs. We do too.
Yeah. Funny story about that.
Someone hated them, and then someone's not here anymore. So
Yeah.
we can bring them out of mothballs.
What can you do? Start giving them
There you
away.
go. Chris is like, just shoot it in the air, like that thing where like you shoot an arrow in the air, and last one to leave the circle.
Oh yeah,
I don't like
yeah.
that game at all. I would lose that every time. I'm just wrong.
Oh, we go Darkness like Kingdom Hearts. Love it.
Oh, is that? Listen to your friend Billy Zane.
He's a cool dude.
Yeah, he's a cool dude.
Another Zoolander. We need one more Zoolander reference before we end the show.
There you go. Any of you guys go to
Gotta be
Comic Con
free.
prior to 2000? Yep. I think Justin and I both went to San Diego Comic Con before 2000.
Yeah.
AJ lived down there. Did you ever go to Comic Con? Well, AJ's younger than us.
I don't know. Not about 2000. 2000, I was in Japan, so
Oh, yeah, 98, 99, and 2000 actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fun times.
oh no,
I
2000.
got-
I was in 29 Palms. Never mind.
Oh man, that's my old stomping yard.
Mhm.
I actually got hustled for $20 in Comic Con in '99.
Ooh,
Yeah, I was at that Wendy's off of like 5th Street or whatever the heck that is, way up there. And this guy did the whole thing with like following the card and which one it is, and I got it like 5 times in a row, and then it went up to $20, and he got my money.
Conjure.
Well,
Yeah.
when you lived in San Diego, AJ, did you ever go to Game Town in Old Town San Diego? If you
feel like
did,
probably-
Christopher was the manager there. So you guys
Oh,
might have
wow.
crossed paths. Whoa, it's
Small world.
Well,
hopefully
Christopher's going to SDCC then.
Yeah, hopefully, Christopher, if you're still in San Diego area, you come to SDCC and say hi to us. And then, of course, Diamond Chris, I will do exactly what you said. I will follow up. But I think that is, you like that?
I'm a fan of Universal Signals.
Yeah.
This is my new follow up.
I've been training my dogs. Been going on walks. Like the sign language taking your dog on a walk is like this. And so I've been training When I go like that, she starts freaking
Oh,
out.
man.
Oh.
I asked Rizzo, I go, you want to go for a walk? And before I can even finish walk, she just annihilates me.
Yeah.
70 pounds of awesomeness. Just
We started
tackles
like
me.
shortening it, like, hey, you gonna take Kyla on a W? And she's like, what? W? So
Yeah.
she started to realize that we were talking about it. So anytime we use the word walk, W, leash, or you want to get her ready to take out. So now the signal is,
Oh.
We spell.
yeah. I think our dog would figure it out.
Yeah.
She'd be like, they're on to something. Dogs like the ones from Stray. Exactly. We bring it all full circle. But thanks for joining us talking about movies. Make sure you're following us at Bandai Collect across all of our social platforms. If you do, Justin will be so excited. He'll give you a high five if he ever sees you in person. AJ will give you one of those fist bumps.
What about a prize?
you
I
can't-
can't give him a
I
prize.
think we're reverse.
No, you can't fist bump Justin because he'll TIE fighter you.
That's true.
Oh yeah.
He'll
You're
give
the
you
one
the
supposed to do
stick
that.
shift.
Yeah.
Or if you want to have a fun experience, you can try to fist bump Justin.
It's fun. It's a good time. I assure you.
Do you want?
Oh yeah, we can do it. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
So when someone goes to do the fist bump, you go TIE fighter.
And as the person being TIE fighter, you don't know how to react, and there's really nothing for you to do. So you just have to let him finish. So I think the goal, Justin, would be to see how long you can TIE fight it before it gets weird. Like, don't make it fast like that. Like get into like the 30 seconds
There you
where
go.
people are like
Direct eye contact.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Still like go.
staring up the whole time.
Tell me you got him on your sights and then like you're locked in.
Right. Except TIE fighter sights are weird. You got a little
Yeah.
dial. Who came up with that? Honestly.
What we'll have to do is next time you do that, then AJ and I'll go behind you and we'll stack up, and one of us will go like that, the other one will go like this. We'll be like X-wing. We'll make it extra weird
We'll make
for
it
somebody.
super weird, yeah.
We'll try to figure it out. But yeah, make sure you join us next week. I think we'll be doing Thursdays. We'll be going back to Thursdays. We'll have a more consistent schedule, but the best way to stay up to date is to follow us at Bandai Collect across all those platforms. Everyone have a fantastic rest of your hump day. Hopefully your weekend is incredible. And until next time, we'll talk to you then.